Hey there, I hope you all are doing well. So you've made it through 2 weeks, congratulations. And now we are firmly into week 3. I enjoyed your discussion posts from last week. I got those wrapped up today. I'm really enjoying the conversations that we're having over there, so please keep up the good work. So this week I ask you to read a few things. First up on the list is Hawthorne's The Birthmark. You may have suffered through Hawthorne in high school if you had to read The Scarlet Letter. The birthmark is quite different, and I wanted us to take a look at this to examine some of the anxieties that people had about science and technology in the 1800s. A lot of the things that were being done were very unique and new and foreign to people, and it made people panic. And you'll see that science here is represented more like magic, more like alchemy than anything factual. And there's some to that. A lot of the people who were working with chemicals didn't understand the power of what they were working with, the bad things that could come out of what they were doing. We'll see a little bit more of this when we watch The Poisoner's Handbook in the coming weeks. I think that's coming up in maybe week 5. So read it. We'll talk about it. If you have particular questions about it, send them to me or include them in the checkpoint. I'm glad to do a supplemental video to talk about any of the readings this week if that would be helpful. Next up is Williams' History is let me try that again. Williams' article, History as Technological Change. And this gets into the vocabulary that we use and how we view technological change as being so much part of everything. In Cowan's article, Industrial Society and Technical Systems, you got to see how different technologies become enmeshed with each other. And this article kind of examines what happens when we look at history only in terms of technological innovation. The writer does not think that is a good idea. Then I have you read Why We Freak Out About Some Technologies and Not Others. This is a fun, quick read from Clive Thomas of Wired Magazine, and it examines 3 criteria that some believe are the reasons we get really upset about some technologies, and others are just barely blips on our radar and we accept them very happily. Then there's Chapter 3 in Second Machine Age. This gets into exponential technology, like how technology doubles. It talks a bit about Moore's Law, the concept of which is basically that the amount of technology, the amount of processing power you can buy for $1 doubles roughly every 1 to 2 years. And that has held up for a long time, a very long time. And the chapter also talks about how some really high-end technologies have become very easily available to many times the common person. Of course, the big thing this week is your technology timeline essay. Please don't make it harder than it has to be. At least 3 paragraphs, 1 on each of the 3 technologies that you have chosen to discuss. Briefly discuss the history of the technology and make your case for why it is among the most important in history. Beyond that, discussion board, checkpoint, quiz, basic stuff. For the technology timeline, please remember MLA format. If you're really good at APA format and you would rather use that, that's okay. I just ask that you be consistent with what you use. And remember, there's an MLA format document in the assignments and info section of our course site. Remember to submit it to the Turnitin link and to the assignment link. So that's really all I have for you this week. You'll notice that there are some supplemental videos in this week's folder. And I thought, it looks like one may be missing. Yeah, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here doing the video while I look at our work for this week. I'm going to add one more thing, and it is a demonstration of the rice and chessboard problem that is mentioned in Chapter 3. I'll go ahead and get that copied over right now. It's just a 2-minute video. Not necessary, but you may find it helpful because we do have a very hard time really visualizing exponential numbers. It's one of our failings as humans, as you'll see in the quote at the start of the chapter. I hope y'all are having a good week. If you have questions, if you need help, please reach out and let me know, and I will be back next week with a video if you don't need me sooner. Take care.